Okay, I was pushing the button and nothing was happening. And then I realized I had it turned off. Hey, welcome everyone. Glad to have all of you on board. I am starting a few minutes early here, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, welcome to all of you. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is the Volcano Eruption live stream. Right now we've got kind of a choppy digital picture on the screen here, of course. It is live of Cumbre Vieja Volcano in La Palma on the Canary Islands. And yesterday it was going great guns, dumping a bunch of lava down into the ocean, or starting to. And actually today it has gone into the ocean and is creating more land. So La Palma is getting bigger. And I know that's kind of a horrible picture, so let's go to where it's actually sliding into the ocean, and I think the obvious direction is intended there. And before I carry on too much further, just to remind everyone, take a look at the chat box up at the top. It will say top chat or live chat. If it says that, that means you are actually watching the stream while it is live. If it says top chat replay or live chat replay, that means you are watching it after the fact, and it is now recorded, finished, done. Everybody there in the chat box has gone home. They're eating their cookies. And, oh, speaking of cookies, I ate some. Anyway, down below is where you have to put your comments then, and remind you that they are not interactive. So if you say hello and expect a response right away, it won't happen. And I try to get to the comments often. It's sometimes a little overwhelming due to the numbers, but it's all good, so we don't mind. Anyway, welcome everyone. And I see Arizona Snowman and Piggy are both in the channel here for our wonderful mods. Great people, and I think Piggy just got up from a little nap, and I hope Arizona Snowman is doing better today. On that friendly note, I'm going to start saying hello to people in the channel or in the stream. And welcome to everyone, and I'm going to start off with Robert Lachabawa, and of course Bobby is what he prefers to be called, so hey, no worries, welcome. Al Sanchez also back again, Juliet is here, Nancy Buchanan, Alan Coker, Colin Taylor, Juliet, Aaron Horton, Rebecca Patterson, Kevin Haynes. Welcome every one of you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. And we also have Dodger in here, Frosty username. I don't know if I said your name. Tina Sassy, Rebecca Patterson. I think now I'm repeating myself. Juliet. Oh, there's that Al Sanchez again. I already said his name twice. Alan Coker also back, Sherry Fisher in the house, Karen is back, Terry Curry, welcome, Pamela Moncure, Silicone Avatar, Grandma B, and let's see, who else is here? Karen Blackwood, welcome, and Grandma B, and more, no, let's see, Sherry Lawson is here. Welcome back, Sherry. Sue Hayes, and I got a sneeze. Wow, I haven't had to sneeze for a long time. That almost felt weird. Let's see. Anyway, who else is snuck in the channel here? Gura, Madel. Gura, I'll just leave it at that. What happened with the camera? Which camera are we referring to? I'll go check with that later. We got different views here, so we actually have three different views that we can show. This is the one of the actual cone, And we are seeing a lot of smoke there today, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But we're leaving it on this picture for right now. That is the lava going down the hill and entering the ocean. So anyway, I'm going to continue saying hello to people. I see Kate Crease is back, as well as Sherry Fisher, Judy McClelland, Stefan Broomhead, Garabandal is back as well. Welcome all you good people. Judy L also in the house. And I think I did say Juliet, and Liz Markman Moyler back again. Dodger also here. Hans back in the house. Glad to have all you fine people back. Sleepy Dormouse. Careful, you guys. Don't step on her. And let's see. Who else? Who else? We got Robert already there. Just going up the list real quick to see who else snuck in. And I don't know. I don't see too many others in here. Right off the... Oh, Larry Vladika. Welcome back, Larry. And let's see. Who else? Claudia Shartman. Welcome back. And I'm going to keep checking here. Mark LaBarbecue back in the house. Cooking up something good. Doina Fred back as well. Glad to have you here. I think I mentioned Frosty username already. And you know, I know a lot of people get mad, but Lucas Snow was the first one in today, and so apparently we have to give him cookies. I don't know. The duct tape is just not holding him down. Sandra Rockland, welcome back. One Fish also in the house, and Annie made it back as well. Chuckster Marie and Bobby or Billy Bob Joe, and who else did I miss down on the bottom end here? Lots of good people. Linda Schoof also made it back. Welcome. Jamie Smith, and who else might have popped in? Anyway, if I didn't happen to have said your name, don't panic. This oh, Liz, you didn't need to retract that. That was almost good. We're gonna break down and do it though. We have to give him his cookies. So, yeah, it's one of those things. All right, there, he's got cookies. Anyway, chips and chocolate milk for me. Ooh, okay, cool. Bananapus is also back. Welcome. And let's see. Connie Tyree also back in the house. Maximus is back having some bananas. And let's see, I think that's we got just about everyone there. Anyway, welcome to all of you, and it's kind of been an interesting day. Of course, I've been working quite a bit, so I don't know what all went on, but today was Wednesday, and somebody suggested that it is Ash Wednesday, and Ash Wednesday is almost a very, very fitting name for this particular issue today, because this afternoon this thing was really pumping out some heavy black ash, and I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. It was yeah, Chloe, it's hump day. It is. But we try not to say things like that. It sounds kind of weird, but no worries, Chloe. Just it didn't sound good, okay? If you know what I'm saying. But it's all good. You're all good. Anyhow, let's go over and just have a quick peek at the ash, and this is where it took off and started doing its thing. Okay, I'm trying to read what's going on here. Maximus, I have to mention, Dr. Fox, the activity at the M5.1 region, Azores Island region update. Okay. In the Azores. Okay. We'll have to take a look and see what's going on there. Thanks, Maximus. And what else we got here? Why do they keep downgrading the earthquakes? Tina, I don't know. And actually, when I seen that information about the 5.4 going off, and I thought, geez, that's a fairly big quake going off there. And yes, everybody would have felt it, but I don't know what happened or how it got downgraded to a 4.8. But a 4.8 is still quite large, right? So it's something I really don't know why they downgrade them so much. I don't know if it's because of where the equipment is located, or if they got other influences in there. Hard to say. Anyway, this was kind of the start of this really bad gas time that they had here, as far as the black smoke coming back up, and it got quite bad. Barbarian says 4.8 ain't nothing. Well, it's quite a bit, Barbarian, if it's actually happening down in one of your areas where you have a lava chamber that's under pressure, or partially blocked or something, and it could wreck things, or it could cause something like this. You end up with ash clouds coming out all of a sudden because of extra activity down below in the deep abyss and dungeons. So it's kind of neat, but yeah, everything kind of fits together and has a little role in what's going on. So Paul Zilla also made it in here, as well as DJ Puff the Third, Oliver Sudden. I remember Oliver Sudden. Anyway, we're going to speed this process up here. Watch how dirty and gungy it gets, and more noticeable there. Obviously, the lighting is slightly different, and you see it really billowing out the black ash. And I think it is kind of appropriate for calling it Ash Wednesday, if somebody wants to call it that. And it is definitely, as we keep moving ahead in time, it continues with that, and then really gets going. So quite a bit of material being puffed out of there, and it's interesting. I'd love to be able to see what's going on there right at the vent hole where it's coming out, because I'd love to see if there's just the ash and stuff being kicked out, or is there lava sitting down there. The other thing to keep in mind is, once we get back into our dark area of the day, look for lightning, because this material, of course, being ejected, it's fairly coarse. There's different objects in there, like lava, rocks, you've got water molecules, etc. These things, when they're coming out at speed, will collide, cause electrical charge, and all of a sudden you've got lightning. So that is something to keep in mind. But just watching this thing billow out the black right now, that's pretty awesome. And it was doing that pretty much, no matter how much further we went, it kept on doing that. Even actually, it took a little bit of a break. So about 6 hours ago, it was still quite heavy, and then it did take a little bit of a break when we look here, but I don't think it's really that much of a break. But you could hear it was starting to get a little noisier. Yeah. Also, more steam, which is another indicator that we've got water getting in there somewhere. So that's something pretty cool. Dr. Fox, I was watching earlier today, the volcano had 3 blowing black ash, and one vent was just vaping. Yeah, and that sounds about right, Paulzilla. So it was the top 3 that were kicking out the material, and that one down in the front, I think, is the one that was giving off the white steamish looking vaping, as you called it. But yeah, it kind of looked that way. So let's speed it up or go ahead in time a little bit. They did switch to the lava flow, and I think that's because the wind changed and they couldn't get a very good picture anymore. So that's what they're looking at on that particular live feed right now, and that is actually live. So let's we'll go slide over to the other one. They zoomed in a little bit. All right. Hey, where did the TARDIS go? Oh, no, the TARDIS must be up on the top there somewhere yet. Lots of lava flowing down the hill, and they did zoom in, so we get to see that a little bit. And pretty awesome. Mac O'Neill popped in as well as Diana, and let's see who else snuck in the door while I wasn't looking. Okay, we got all those names. Blue Moon, oh, welcome. Benson Crawford also made it in. Benson is down in Belize. Ronnie Rhino also in the house. Welcome, Ronnie. I've seen another couple names here I might have missed. Where did I see them? Oh, maybe. I think I said Colin Taylor earlier. Oh, there was one. Burl Christ, Earth Charts. Charts? Okay. We'll work on it. Friendly reminder, please keep it in English. This is an English-only stream. If you don't know how to speak English, please use Google Translate, and that will help you out. Some simple things, guys and gals. Bear in mind, this is a family channel. So we kind of watch the language and stuff like that, and we try not to talk about bad things. No politics, no drugs, no sex, all those good things, right? So we stay away from those things, and everything is good. Hazy Eagle, wow! Is the water tower finally melt the lava, or is this a different angle? Actually, I think they zoomed in on this a little bit, Hazy Eagle. I think if I get on the screen here, I might be able to find my crayons and kind of show where that water tower should be. And we just may not be able to see it right now. But I think we need to look right around here for the water tower. I'm not sure anymore because the zoom rate is not the same, so it definitely makes a person wonder where exactly it's sitting. And I did spend a little bit of time last night waiting for it to go, but it never left. Laura Rennie also back in the house, as well as Janina. Welcome back. And who is it? It's SCF LLC back in the house. Purple Sage also in here. Welcome back, Jojo. At last, also back in the house. Good to have you guys on board. And yeah, we are watching and seeing what's going on there with the lava sliding down the hill. My volume is way up, Dr. Fox, but it sounds a bit far. Far? Far. I hope I'm not too far. Peppy also back in the channel. Welcome. Okay, I'll try to be a little closer. What happened to my lava volume? I don't even know what happened there. I had volume. It happens on that other channel for some reason. I got to get more solid audio source. Oh, that one's no good either. Okay, boy, these guys, everybody's got audio trouble. That is not good for us. All right, well, sounds good here, Sandra Rockland says. What? Are you in a pickle barrel or pickle crate? Crate or barrel? I think the barrel would be more hollow sound, but I think the pickle crate is probably where I'm at right now. I'm sitting over too far away, and that may be doing what it's doing. Let's see. And I'm not talking that loud because my throat's a little sore today. Piggy says, sounds okay there, and it's 5x5 from Al. All right, I'm good. Michigan Rick says, sounds good here too, so cool. All right, I'm still trying to get some volume back up on the other stream though. I don't know if you can hear that. That's very quiet for some reason. You are clear? Okay, LLC, thanks. All right, good. Oh, they're zooming back out, so maybe we will be able to see where that... And yeah, where I had pointed there was roughly the place where our water tower was sitting. But as you can see, there's a lot of lava still sitting up behind it. And I'm going to try to get a few shots on there what actually show how that lava has progressed today. They did show it on some of the maps, so actually let me pop over to one of them here, and I hope I've got the right one. No, that's not the right map. Neither is that. What the heck is there? That's what I want. Okay, so on this one, what we're seeing is this area here, the red area, and that is the new flow, and that's about how far it's moved in already. So, and this is the area that we're seeing where the lava is actually, well, it's more like an angle like that now, almost. It's pretty steep still, but definitely going in there. So, and this, of course, is La Palma 3D map, and I didn't want to go on there. I need to go find my map before I can move it. Okay, there we go. So, and it being a 3D map, you guys can definitely move it around and have a perusal yourself. The link is up in the channel there. Thanks, Paulzilla. And when you zoom in, you kind of see the area that they're indicating as covered. So that should all be good. And our water tower was here, I think. No, maybe here. Hard to see through the red. Yeah, I think that's it there, the water tower. So we'll have to look for it and see if we can see it in the picture. Anyway, if we zoom in over here and we look for the crater a little bit, they don't actually show where it's coming from. They still show fresh lava sitting right behind this older vent, old volcano, and that's interesting. Most of the lava has been finding lava tubes that they end up going through, so we miss out where they're actually headed at times. After I come back from my first break, I will throw on a video that will show us where some of that is. Anyway, this is, oh, that's zoomed in a little too close. This will show, I think, the actual lava outflow. Yeah, right there you can actually see the new stuff that has poured in and is still pouring in. So that's kind of where it's heading. So this little lagoon is going to get filled up, and it's kind of sad because, like I was saying, it almost looked like a nice place that they could go and do some swimming and stuff. But the lava and Mother Nature don't think swimming there is a good idea. So, also heard that they had a ship come in there from the Navy or something, and from the Spanish Navy, and they were helping with people getting to some of the plantations to rescue stuff, and I don't know if they were actually planning to rescue bananas, but not sure which ones they were referring to, and hopefully they did get in and get some of them out. It would be nice if this area over here didn't flow any further. Then they could turn around or get through here anyway and get at some of these places down the road. Now, but I think they may be a little premature. Something that was kind of thrown out there today was the gas emissions are actually on an upward trend, is what they were saying. So I'm wondering what's going on with this, or is that just because we had that earthquake and they happened to take the measurement at a certain time? So it's kind of one of those things. Is this volcano reached full maturity yet, and is it, you know, on its way out, or is this just it getting to maturity now, right? So this is something that we have to consider with it. You know, it's dynamic. We don't know what it's going to do, and we're kind of on the fence here, going, okay, is it going to continue for a while, or is it going to slow down? And I do believe we are on day, what was it, 53? No, 52 or 53 of the eruption. So, as we mentioned before, average volcano eruption in La Palma is 57 days. And that will span anywhere from about 35 days on the bottom end to 108 days at the top end. And that was supposed to be a 200-year correlation kind of thing, the average. 52, yeah, Piggy says it's day 52. So, yeah, it is pretty interesting though, you know, 57 days being the average, and this thing is definitely looking like it's going to make it to the average, the status quo, if not well beyond. So hopefully we will see what happens there in the very, very near future. Okay, so looking at that, the other thing we wanted to kind of investigate was our earthquakes, because that was kind of a neat concern here. I'm going to refresh the earthquake map before we do that though, so I have them all refreshed and we can pop between the two. And let's see, where is it? Oh, not that one. And do a refresh on this guy. And while that's refreshing, I'm going to have a sip of Pepsi. Don't tell anybody. Okay, let's move it over to the appropriate map. There we go. And of course we see La Palma being the one that's going. Here's an interesting earthquake, and of course that's a 3.3 way out in the ocean. Kind of makes you wonder what's it doing all there by itself. It'll get lonely. Anyway, zooming into La Palma, and again they're indicating that we have some kind of a earthquake here, and it's only a 2.8, but out in the water. So kind of weird, but anyhow, that's not what we wanted to look at. We're going to just go down the list here. We actually have Oh, is it now downgraded to 4.4? I thought it was 4.8. Oh, no, hang on. We had another one. So this is a 4.4. And that kind of shows you the area it's in. Even though it zoomed it back out, you can see the area turning green when we click on it. And that's where that one was. But we did have the other one. There's the 4.8 right there. So kind of lets you know we've had a couple good quakes today, and that one, the 4.8, was originally measured at 5.4, I believe, and was downgraded. So just going through these real quick, we don't see anything else over 4, and it looks pretty quiet that way. But we still are getting a lot of earthquakes. Apparently yesterday alone they had like the number was down a bit, and they had something like 120 yesterday, and I do believe it was like 3 days ago we were down to 67 or something, so it was almost half, and so it's increased again quite a bit, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, let's get over to the other map, and I let that one load, so we'll click on the 24-hour thing so it gets rid of a lot of the stuff. And when we do our click on it, and of course we're looking for 5.0 or bigger, and we see none. So that is the one that was downgraded. That is this guy here, the 4.8, and that happened 22 kilometers down. 4.8 magnitude, oh sorry, 34 kilometers down, my apologies. So that's actually pretty good. 34 clicks down, so it would be down in the lower chamber somewhere. Actually, Ryan Cox, there's only about 5 right now vents that are working. Anyway, that 4.4 was also quite deep at 36 kilometers down. And then if we turn the map on to add the 3s, all of a sudden you get quite a few of them again. And we won't go through all of them. That's quite a bit there. Irish Monk, I sold some mead today. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for the €5 super chat. Sold some mead. Mead. Okay. Anyway, this one here is closer to a volcano. That happened about 7 hours ago, a 3.0, and kind of interesting to see it a little bit closer there, because most of the other earthquakes are down south a little bit. And we don't see the one that was out in the water according to the other chart, so kind of makes you wonder what's going on. And if we add the 2s, now you can see how red it is getting there, and it's quite a busy place. Oh, there's the one out in the water now. It's a 2.8, and we had the other one over here, 2.8 as well. If we zoom in a little bit, kind of gives you more of an idea. They're all over the place, but they're all basically south of our volcano, which, except for this guy. So that's up behind our volcano. Our volcano's here somewhere, right? Kind of makes you wonder. And they did have a little guy over here, 2.7, 15 hours ago. That's interesting over there. I'm just curious how deep it was. If it'll come up. Maybe it doesn't love us. Try it again. Nope, doesn't love us. Oh, there we go. 31 kilometers down as a 2.7. So it too is down way down in the bottom. Let's see, a few more people popped in. We had Yvonne Kunkel. Welcome back, Yvonne. Let's see, Maui Me is back in here as well. Let's see, Carol Peacock, welcome you guys and gals. And let's see, who else? of poverty. Shh. Yeah, we don't want to advertise that too much. Mr. Monk. Miss Lobo Bob also back in the channel. Bobby Joe also here. And let's see, who else? Did Big Toe pop in? All right, I think I got, oh no, APF Deluxe also here, yeah, and Big Toe. Tony Nagy also here. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. So, pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back to the volcano here for a minute or two. Actually, we'll see what kind of view we got. That should be all right. Still choppy. They got something wrong with their feed, and it seems like it's a little bit stopping every once in a while or something. But I think maybe we can just go peruse and see what the other ones are doing. Why is that one still got a line on it? That doesn't make sense. There's nothing touching it. Why has it got a line on it? Things that make you go, It's almost like something is frozen. Why is it frozen? It's not paused. Oh, there we go. Got rid of the line. It's magic. All right, let's go back to the hill. We'll keep watching this thing going down. My feed is acting up too. Oh my God. Well, I hope the feed isn't too bad. Make what? Burton proud. Make Perry Burton proud. Who's making? Oh, okay, I missed something obviously. Hooray! Dial-up internet. Yeah. I actually remember those days with dial-up internet. I had my own BBS back in the day, and I had 4 phone lines on it, and it was pretty awesome. And it was busy. A lot of people calling in all the time, so pretty cool. Oh no, that was way before Barbarian. It was way before 56K. It was still, what was that? I think three sets down from that, whatever it was. No, a little bit. I think it was more than 2400 baud, but 2400 baud was still doable. Yeah, 14.4. That's what it was. US Robotics 14.4. There you go. Gotham City, you got it. That's exactly the modem I had. So yeah, and then we went from 14.4 to 28K, and then sat there for a while, and then I did upgrade to 56K, and that's when I basically said, well, hang on, this thing called the internet, it's gonna ruin my business. So yeah, I basically shut it down because I wasn't getting enough people in there, so couldn't make enough money. Anyway, yeah, that darn internet, it wrecked my business. Really did. Shotgun 56K plus 56K. Yeah, we used to do that. Yeah, dial-up. That's exactly what it was. It was dial-up back then. You dialed the number and you had an audible interface that would talk. You weren't even connected directly to the phone line yet. Just don't pick up the house phone. Yeah, especially on one of those downloads, Ian. You got it. You're at about 80%, and your kid picks up the other phone, and that's it, man. It's done. It's done. Yeah, 5-minute warning. Uh-oh. It is a 5-minute warning. Actually, I'm looking, it's only 3 minutes left. So I am going to go do my thing right away here. And we have, 306 people in the stream right now. Glad to have you all on board. And I see some more names have popped in here. We got now Nala G, RZ. Welcome. Johnny B also popped in. And Deborah Rowland, welcome. And I think I already got Yvonne. Nancy Buchanan made it in. Built the first computer. Upgrade with a modem attached to my telephone dial-up. I used ICQ, okay, and to talk with other computer nerds. That's a long time ago, Nancy. Anyway, a bunch more good people popped in. I'll get your names later here when I come back. I know Thomas Neal is in, Ian Powell, of course, and let's see, Windy C. Maybe I'll just say hi to everybody now while I'm going up the list. So glad to have you all on here. Jane Bench also made it back. Welcome. Klaus, guten Abend, and welcome. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Gotham City, we got you. So, all right, cool. I'm glad to have you all on board. For those who have not yet hit the like button, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit it. Our Lava family really loves it, as well as YouTube's analytics. They really love it too, and that makes me love it. So the more the merrier, and if you're enjoying it, why not? Also, if you're new to the stream and you haven't been here before, I'm DrFox2000, your host. I'm actually here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 7,000 kilometers away from that lava stuff that we've got going on there in La Palma. And just wanted to throw out, I am an amateur geologist as well as a prospector. Typically, I'm out hunting gold, but as of late, I've been working on doing streaming, so it's a whole different kettle of fish. But if you haven't already subscribed and you want to, by all means, give it a shot. Also hit that bell notification. If you need to know when the stream is on, you can take a look down in the description, and it will tell you down there what times we have it on during the week as well as weekends. And on a lighter note there, just to let you know, I will not be going down to Calgary in the week after. And I'll maybe address that a little bit later. So that's all good. And on that friendly note, I am going to go take a 5-minute break. Please don't go out on the beach. There's lava rocks falling down there. Besides, you can't suntan right now down there anyway. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling. Okay, I was trying to get back on here. My microphone button needs a cleaning, I think. Anyway, welcome and welcome back. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. We are watching Cumbre Vieja Volcano in La Palma. Actually, what we're seeing is the lava flowing down about 2 kilometers or so from the actual volcano, going over the edge of the cliff and going into the ocean. And of course, the very light colored clouds that you see are being basically the steam having a reflection of the lava on them, and the lava being quite bright, lighting them up. So anyway, glad to have all of you guys here. And oh, some people are talking. I was reading that some of that stuff, check disk errors and all kinds of stuff. Boy, what did I start here as far as computer nostalgia? And who was it that was writing the code for, hang on, Al? Was it Al? When I programmed the IBM 370 to run program, I had 2 boxes of punch cards, Chads, yeah, I remember them, and the feed of 370 as input. Wow. Wow, that's a fossil. Al, that's a fossil. Okay, pretty cool. Anyway, glad everyone is here and enjoying their time in the stream and talking about old computer stuff. That's pretty cool. And you know, when you think back, and that's not really all that long ago when that was happening. And you know, I remember as a youngish kid back in 1975 or whatever it was when I got my, or 76, I got my very first electronic calculator. Only kid in school with one, you know, and of course it was pretty cool. I learned Q Basic for programming. Yeah, I did as well, some of it, and just in Basic. And I actually used to, with my ham radio stuff, I'd write software for the interfaces that I built for teletype. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, Alexander, just maybe a little easy on the emojis, no more than 5, okay? If we could do that, would be pretty cool. Ian Powell, yeah, c:/DrFox2000/lapalma.exe. Yeah, that's about it. That used to be the secret buttons there. So anyway, yeah, back you know, when I got into the ham radio thing, that was pretty awesome. And actually I was building them before I actually got into the ham radio stuff. You know, kind of sneaky without a license, and used to set it up on Morse code, of course, and it would do that as well, and it was pretty cool. So I liked it, and neat stuff. Anyway, getting on to you know, like, we don't see enough lava on the screen, so there was some videos sent to me here, and people said go have a look. So so this Timco solution is what we're going to look at there. They got a video here with some aerial footage and some flow, and we can watch that go through. It's on a drone, and looks pretty awesome. You can see the flow out towards the water. You see they panned over from the cone itself. Now they're heading downstream and looking that way. Paul Zilla says, I still have my very first PC running on Windows 98, still working too. Well, yeah, slow. Windows 98, very, very slow. Um, but yeah, my first computer was a VIC-20 by Commodore. And then from there, I ended up getting, oh, what was it? No, it wasn't Atari. Or was it? No, it was one of the other ones. Anyway, started with A. It was a long time ago. I was writing code in 1347. Dan Brown wrote a book about it. Pretty cool, Irish monk. That is awesome. Anyway, as we're watching our lava, and you notice you don't really see the lava here because it's gone through some various tubes, and that's kind of neat. And then it comes and reemerges as a river of gravel and rocks and everything else. And it's amazing how it's built up kind of berms on the side of its flows and keeps it all in channels. And I think that's pretty awesome and pretty neat. And thank Mother Nature for that. I'm old enough to have used an abacus Dodger. Most of us who actually know what an abacus is we're old enough. Anyway, here's a good shot of what happened with the lava flow as it went out. My beautiful little beach is gone, and you can see the new area down on the bottom there, where all that flow from yesterday has gone. Also, look in the right there. You can see the little white house there. Hang on, can we see? No, my mouse. I was trying to get my mouse to show here. Okay, there. That's our little pump house. Okay, it has not disappeared yet. So anyway, I'll get rid of that mouse off of there so we can watch this whirly bird spin around a little bit. And you can definitely see that there is still hot lava going over there, and as it has been all day. Hey, it's our tower. Yes, it's the tower, and it's the what was it? TARDIS. That's it. TARDIS. That's the word I'm looking for. All good. JP Sears' latest YouTube video on gluten, intolerant faker, which being the question, is lava gluten free? Lava? Glutens? But glutens taste good. Don't take them out of our lava. On a need-to-know basis, I need to know. Don H., lava is not gluten-free. Okay? I'm taking that chance. I have no idea. Anyone out there know? Is lava gluten-free or not? Anyway, we see another beautiful new peninsula kind of building up there, and it is overwhelming that beach. Nice little beach. Yeah, it was a really, Ryan, it was a really nice little cove that it had built there for itself, and now it's got like 10 meters thick of lava sitting in it. So pretty cool. Sounds like we came to the wrong, came along similar paths, 8080 and a Z80, Commodore 64. Oh, that's it, Amiga. That's the one. No, but there was another one that I used. Yeah, all those. I had Commodore 64s. I had, I think, probably about 4 of them at one point doing things, because one just wasn't fast enough, right? And then got into building memory cards for them and things like that, and hopping up a Commodore 64. Atari 520, that's it. Ryan, that's the Atari is what I had way back when. And they came out about the same time as the VIC-20s did. So Robert Dowdy, yeah, the VIC-20, that was a machine, I tell you. VIC-20, 3K of RAM. Wow. And there's our water tower, by the way. So yeah, 3K of RAM, and then if you could get the expansion module, it gave you another 5K, and you would have 8K of RAM. It was awesome. Oh man. Radio Shack had the TRS 80, with the monochrome screen L, and then later they upgraded to the color card, and that was like $2,000 more. I remember that. Did you have the classic game Barbarian? I don't remember playing that one. We had all kinds of weird games on there. I remember when the kids were small. I can't remember all of it, but anyway, that's a pretty awesome sight and view of that lava flow. Trying to stay on topic here, guys, and it is pretty neat to see. And of course, they pan back up to look at where it all came from. And I'm just happy that this flow has continued in these channels and through those tubes, and not spread out into the other areas, which would be pretty nasty if it did go in elsewhere. So on that note, let's go back over to the hill at normal time here, and I think we'll just let it pan downward, and then that kind of leaves us off right at the end. And you can really see those grooves in there, or rivers if you want. So that was pretty much the end of it anyway, and I figured I'd turn that off. We'll have a look here. So still can't really tell in this picture, because of the amount of steam coming up from the ocean, whether that pump house is in fact still there. I wouldn't mind seeing it, or try to see it. Maybe we can try. I know it was there earlier today, but don't know if it disappeared. Okay, Ryan, what do you say? I had an Amiga 600, but I upgraded to the 1200, which included a monitor. Ooh, yeah, that's back in the day. Back in the day. And let's see. Good afternoon, Angel Spiky. And Phyllis Johnson also popped in. Tim Wason. I still have a Commodore 64, or Commodore SX64, the portable size of a suitcase. Well, of course. And isn't a 64K computer supposed to be portable? Oh boy. And yeah, pretty awesome. And make sure you schlep along that big monitor. Okay, so Teresa, welcome, and amazing, over $1,000 plus accessories, plus monthly payments. My upgrade for 2021, still enjoying your 24/7 teamwork. Oh boy, lots of upgrades there. Okay, Epidermy Mouse, Epididdy Mouse, welcome, glad to have you back, and good evening. Storm Runner also back, as well as Shelby is in the house, and let's see, who else snuck in? Did I miss anyone else? Helen Metcalf and Diane Craig, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And is it what? It is there still and on topic. The lava has cooled much when it reaches the ocean. Actually, depending on where in the flow it is. And I haven't seen too many documents of the temperature change. So if we're coming out of the crater, or out of the cone at somewhere around 1100 degrees Celsius, by the time it gets down to the ocean, it's probably still going to be 950 or 1000 degrees Celsius, somewhere thereabouts. Lava, you got to remember, makes a very, very good insulator. So if you already have lava beds that are your shell for your lava flow, it's going to try to maintain that heat. And I think maybe this might be a question for our volcanologists that we have on board that may be able to answer that a little bit better than I can, in the sense of what it is. Piggy, what? Oh, Shelby, I won $5 on my $20 lottery ticket. Yay, Shelby! You got some recoil or cash back. 666 Mafia full. Volcano La Palma. Off. No, it's not off. The volcano is not off. It's not going to be off for a little while. It's going to continue to rumble, just like in the jungle. And there you can kind of see what it's doing. We are seeing it's still erupting, and we still have lava flow coming down the hill. Although our visibility is very poor, unfortunately I can't make that any better, so that's why we're kind of looking at the stuff going over the hill. Dr. Fox, how long do you think it will take the lava to cool before residents can handle it? Ooh, that is that's actually a very interesting question, and that's actually going to take some time. It depends on lava depth, and you know, like with this stuff, if they get some really good rains and things like that, you know, maybe within a couple of years that you may be able to dig right through it and not find anything too hot anymore. But for a long time, it's still going to remain quite hot. So you may be able to start working the outer edges or something, where it's not that thick and you can actually physically measure that it's cooled down. So okay, Yvonne Kunkel says, Dr. Fox, still hot stuff. It wouldn't get much cooler with all that hot gases and slash lava around it. So yeah, so if we're starting out at 1100, yeah, maybe down to 1,000 by the time we get to the ocean. I know lava can keep its heat, especially if it is in lava tubes or in, you know, those really curled up rivers that it makes, and it looks pretty awesome and allows it to flow along quite nicely and keep that heat. Like I say, lava makes a heck of an insulator. So Brian Rusnak, how long is it? And how wide is it? How long and how wide as far as the volcano? Okay, let's kind of do it this way. Okay, I'm going to get on the map here so you can kind of see the distance that we have from the ocean. So if we look at the actual map and we're looking down, north being in the upward direction, so from where it's coming out, and we've got a vent over here somewhere pouring, as well as the cone up here. Now unfortunately they don't show the actual cone, but we do know that the lava flow does move out. So if we're looking at how wide the flow is, you have several kilometers in width that it's covering. But as far as the physical size of the crater itself, or sorry, the height of the volcano, they're saying that it's somewhere over 200 meters, which makes it around 600 plus feet, to give you a little bit of an idea. Lava from, okay, what, Hamey used heat of lava flow from, oh okay, from 73 to 96. Wow, that's a long duration. The lava temperature is gauged by the color of the lava going over the cliff. Yeah, and again, it's funny that the flow looks like it's aggregate piled up when they cooled. And actually, you know what? It is actually, Ryan, it is mostly because of the material that we actually seeing coming over the cliff. That has been flowing for a long time already. It will cool a little bit. It will solidify. It'll get a little bit more tacky and take along and pick up rocks and anything that's in that flow. So it's going to turn around and keep dumping things over the hill. Some of those pieces are actually very big boulders that it ends up pushing along the way. So that material may be some of the material that has been deposited previously, broken out of lava tubes and that kind of thing. But in general, the lava, when it's coming out of the volcano itself, already has a lot of this material in it, right? Somebody is saying 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and it's something KOL banana. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but I think I need to go take a break right away. For those who are joining us and haven't hit that like button yet, and if you do like what we're doing here, commentary-wise and so on, please do consider hitting that like button. Also, if we've earned that subscription, please do hit that button. Don't forget to hit the bell. If you need to know when the streams are on, you can take a look down below. Right now, as far as the weekday streams, they're usually starting 5 p.m. Mountain Central Time, which is about 2300 UTC, just so you have a pretty good idea. We do have a worldwide audience, so it is kind of, I wish I could start earlier, but unfortunately I do work for a living yet. We'll see about that in a week or two. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, on all those good things, I'm going to go take a break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Please don't go away and enjoy watching the rocks go over the cliff, especially the yellow ones. And just a gentle reminder, all that gas that you see coming up from the right-hand side, you don't want to be breathing that. What the heck is that stuff again? Hydrogen chloride or something? Yeah. Don't be breathing it. Put your gas masks on. I will be back in I'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away.
You know, being new here, we just...
Okay, the microphone is back on, and we're getting back at it here. See a couple people slipping out who just said, oh, Claire Shipman said, good night, Dr. Fox. Thanks again for a lovely evening. Glad you enjoyed it, Claire, and take care. Have yourself a very good night. And let's see, does Canada use a metric system? Petra M, yes, we do use the metric system. And it is still confusing. I'm kidding. A lot of people use the metric system and they don't even realize it. Ryan Cox and Dr. Fox, it's a pity that the scale is not known, height of a person next to the lava. Yeah, and that is kind of a darn thing that we, you know, because they keep zooming in and out, and it's so hard to tell what's what. And unless we actually put a human right beside it, it is very, very difficult to tell. Good evening, Kananaskis country. Welcome. Chris Alpine also here. Welcome. Global Rumblings. Good to have you on board. I pay a hefty wisdom and flood insurance here in Southeast Florida. Okay. At last. Got a piggy snout. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I wish we could get some sort of scale on there, and it'd be neat to be able to see that. Anyhow, I wanted to kind of investigate the other areas of the world, since we kind of know what this thing is doing. It's dumping the lava over the side, and we're going to keep watching that. Dr. Fox, are there as many earthquakes as there have been? Actually, I mentioned that earlier, Ryan. You maybe might have missed it. A couple days ago, we were getting about 67 or something like that, and today they got 120 plus earthquakes. So over 120 today, and that is something that is kind of odd, because we were seeing the a drop off in earthquakes, and then all of a sudden, bam, today it's going big time. Somebody said bacon seed at last. Let's see what we can do about a bacon seed, and then after that we will travel around to other portions of the world, and we will see what our other volcanoes are doing. So, all right, I want everybody to get ready and go, ah. There we go. Let's hear it all together now. Ah. That is one cute little happy looking, I never knew they call them mini pigs. And you can see down there in the description, it is a mini pig. So that must be a specific breed of little guy. But, you know, to me that looks like just a cuddly, fun little guy that you'd want to take home, and never mind bacon. You know, like, this is too cute, right? Anyway, yeah, it's pretty awesome. And just to top things off, yeah, we got to go off. And here's the, I don't want to make my pig out of myself, pig. And he or she is absolutely good looking too. That is cool. And I think that little piggy just ate that pie. I see evidence of pie. So it the smile gives it away. That pig is happy. He just had a whole pie, and nobody can take it back. And I'm sure he's going to finish off everything else that's on that plate yet once he gets it down. So looks really, really cool. And again, I have to say thank you very much to Piggy for sending those. Those are awesome, Piggy. Thank you very much. Made a lot of people smile. All right. And here we go. Let's go pop over to Iceland. And here's a view of Iceland at 1541. This is the MBL close-up cam, as they call it. And it wasn't that close. I don't know why. They're zoomed back. But anyway, it kind of gives you a lay of the land. Of course, we see our volcano right in the middle there. And only a little bit of smoke coming from it, or steam. And if we switch views, this is the other one, they zoomed right in with the other camera here, and showing a lot closer, but they are showing some of that smoke coming out of there. And if you watch carefully, it almost looks like it's very hot, because you can see waviness in the way it's flowing out. So it looks interesting. Don't know if that means anything, but at least we had a look at it, and it is pretty nasty, pretty awesome, and all the other good things you want to throw together in there. So and that was from earlier today, and they did move the camera back some more. It got dark fairly quickly there, so let's see, that already shows 7 hours ago it was pitch black, and you couldn't see anything. So that's kind of the way it's at right now, it being nighttime there, and that's live. It's really, really dark. If we go back to the other one and put it live, you got a pretty good idea. There is the I think that is the Keflavik airport in the background. On this angle, let me just look here to see where we are. Yeah, that would be Keflavik from this angle. So that is the airport lights in the background. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. Anyway, let's get over to our tremor chart. This is the harmonic tremor chart, and the one that we so closely watch and hope that it goes back up. And unfortunately, it's not really doing too much right now. We're seeing everything right here, and it's hanging low, and it's still kind of on a downward trend. I don't think we're going to see anything happening here for a bit, if anything at all. So kind of throwing that out there. Let's pop over to the earthquake map. Let me get myself onto that, and this is not too old. We did have a few earthquakes happening, and we'll talk about them right away. So just looking at the top, little guys up on the northern end, a little bit of activity at Askja, and some just to the north of that. And then, of course, a bunch of stuff down here, which is kind of interesting. Let's start out with the material that's out in the water. And of course, loading that up. This happened at about 9 a.m. A 2 and 13 kilometers down. This one was much bigger, so that's a 2.5, 10 kilometers down, and that's about a half an hour later than the first one. So we get these little swarms out there. This one happened at 9 a.m. 2.2, 14 kilometers down. This is 10 kilometers down, 2.1, and again today. So, and then there's one more little guy behind it, and 1.7, and again 10 kilometers down. So we definitely have some activity there, and kind of just run through this. For those who aren't familiar with Iceland, this is the Reykjanes Peninsula, and our volcano that we so dearly love is over here. This right here is our capital city of Reykjavik. If we move down a bit here, you can see the airport, Keflavik Airport, and we go down here, you see Grindavik, and that area right there is the Blue Lagoon with the power plant. So all good, and we do see a few new ones out here as well, new earthquakes. So I'm kind of wondering what they're doing, but anyway, 4:30 in the morning, 1.86 kilometers down. That's not very far down. So this one is 2.45 kilometers down. Something definitely going on underneath there at 8:30 a.m. The other one I think was from yesterday, maybe. No, from today at 2.45 kilometers down. Same time, or very close to it. And we've got a bunch of little guys in there as well. So kind of interesting to see that we've got that little swarming happening there again. Anyway, Grindavik here, and if we go zoom in on this area, so our volcano that we were looking at there is sitting right about here. And of course this is Geldingadarle. This is not Hagi, the valley. This is not Kriki. And not Creaky has got a little spot in here. I think that might be from yesterday, but we'll never know. 1.1, 6 kilometers down, and almost yesterday, 1:46 a.m. Gives you a pretty good idea of what it was doing there. Anyway, we haven't seen anything happening in this area. And like I said, Geldingadarle Valley, and then here is where the volcano is, and this is Meridalier, Upper Meridalier here. So if we slide back down here, we see a lot of these are orange. These little guys over here are red. These are new. 0.9 from today at 15:30 or 3:30 p.m. This one happened at 2 p.m., 6 kilometers down. And you had a whole little swarm of these guys. This was again 6 kilometers down, 20 after 3 p.m. I guess, and looking at 0.9 there, 6 clicks down. So a lot of that little stuff happening. 11:55 a.m., 5 kilometers down, 0.8. So there is still some activity going on, but as you see, majority of what we had in our cluster here of quakes that we had before have dissipated, and that's kind of telling you things are quietening down again, and quite interesting to watch. We did have a few rumbles over here on the other side. This was kind of neat as well. 1.3, 6 clicks down. And this one here, 7 kilometers down, 1.8. And that happened at 10 minutes before 5 a.m. Iceland time. This one here at 20 after 2, 1.3, 4 kilometers down. So it gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on, and really not doing too much there. And if we zoom out a little bit more, we do see some spots all over the place, but nothing major, right? So a 1.1, 5 clicks down out there, and a bunch of little ones. Underneath the ice, got quiet there, and let's see. Nothing really new in here at all, and I'm surprised at that. But as we get out to Astja, we see a few little earthquakes happening, and this one here, well, that's from yesterday, 1.4, 7 clicks down, but we do see a couple little ones here today. 1.1 and 10 kilometers down, or sorry, 5 kilometers down at 5 a.m. So we've got a few of these in here. This guy here, I think that was, yeah, a 1.7 at almost 5 p.m. or 1:45 or something in the morning. So a little bit of a rumbling there, but I don't see anything major happening. And as we slide over to the other ones, most of this you see it was already green, and we are getting some reshaking happening there. 4 clicks down, 1.8 on the scale. And then what's the other ones here? So we got magnitude 1 and 3 kilometers down. And you know, 3 is always more interesting because you're seeing things come up a little bit. I'm not sure how old these guys are. Yeah, they're from today as well. 5 kilometers down, a 0.8. And the other fella here is obviously a little bit smaller, a 0.6. And that is also about 8 kilometers down. So nothing really major happening here in Iceland. We do see one little spot up here that's new, 1 on the Richter scale, or magnitude 1. Anyway, 6:15 a.m. So we're not seeing a whole heck of a lot of trouble. I just wanted to see what this guy was doing here. 1.6. Oh, that was from yesterday. Yeah, I think that's 2 of them from yesterday stacked together, maybe. Or is that? Yeah, 2 of them stacked together. That's why they were so reddish looking. All right, kind of gives you the idea of what Iceland is doing. And it hasn't done a heck of a lot there. We want to pop over to Hawaii now. So this one here was actually, this photo was from USGS from yesterday at 22:59 Hawaii time, or well, yeah, or whatever. I think, yeah, Hawaii time. Anyway, that's what we're looking at. It'll definitely not looking like a flux capacitor right now, but it was pretty cool to be able to see that in Hawaii. So that right there is Kilauea, for those who aren't familiar with it. And we will see if we can turn that one off, get us over to the map. Actually, I think I want to do that. There, okay, so that puts us out into Hawaii. We will look at the current picture of Kilauea, but I gotta go find my Hawaii map. Where the heck is it? There it is. Okay, got on there, and just zoom out a little bit so you can see there's our Hawaiian Islands and the Hawaiian Ridge. And of course we're zooming in on the big island of Hawaii itself. And again, we're looking at seeing that big cluster down here. It's continuing to do what it does. And 2.5 magnitude, 19 miles, or 19 and a half miles down. So pretty awesome, but we don't see too much new activity. It's just, you know, progressively continuing what it's been doing all along, right? So pretty awesome. Thank you, Paul Zilla, for bringing up the link for this. So if any of you were interested in getting that Hawaii map, it is the USGS site, and you can use that link right there. You can right click on there, and that'll open it up in the new tab if you're using a computer, and you will be able to get in there and have a look. Anyway, let's zoom in on Kilauea itself, and of course you see the big divot here and the bigger divot, and so that's Kilauea. And of course if you get this map, you can click on some of these other funky functions they've got here, like extra cameras and some seismic charts and stuff like this. And again, if you click on them, they'll make it bigger. But the way I've got it cropped, it doesn't quite show the whole thing right now. Anyhow, you can do that for yourself. Here is today's picture. I want to make that one bigger and get rid of that there, so you can see what it actually looks like today, and kind of compared to that photo from earlier there, and that was this guy. Okay, so that's the same camera angle, and that kind of gives you the idea of the difference of what you're looking at. and you can definitely see that it is active and doing its thing. So having done all that, let's see what we can do and get back to our volcano at hand. And so right here is our volcano. It is still, the feed is still kind of low digitally, and I'm not sure why. They don't have a good connection there or something. But you can still see the fire fountain is still working, even though there's a lot of smoke in the area. And unfortunately, it is the way it is with the poor visibility because of that very, very thick, heavy ash that this thing is dumping out. But at least we can see that it is, in fact, still throwing out lava. And the other one, let's go back over to this, of course, is the cliff where it is entering, and you see the on the right hand side the steam billowing up. That is the water being evaporated and causing a big change in it, and I wouldn't want to be breathing that stuff right now. So I am going to leave it here for a few minutes, get ready to go take my break. Kevin Haynes, news regarding Calgary? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to kind of reiterate on that a little bit before I go take my break. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go down to Calgary. The company has done something foolish, and I am going to be looking for a new employer. So I'm not going to say too much on here, but they've done something that really wasn't smart. So I basically stood my ground and I said, no, I'm not going to go for it. So yeah, I'm in the job market now, looking for a job. So that's all good, and we will we'll see. I've got a couple leads anyway. So I've been in the business for a long time, so people do know. Anyway, yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of, frustrates you, but we will continue to do what we need to do, right? And I'm like kind of dismayed with this whole thing anyway. It started out that I'd be on call every third week, and all of a sudden it's every second week, and then every other week, this kind of thing, and they're just sucking the life out of the employees. And when you start doing that, you're not going to have happy employees, and they're going to want to go somewhere else. Yeah, it's a shame, but a correct decision. APF Deluxe, you're right. Do this streaming thing more permanently. Ryan, I wish I could. It would be an interesting occupation, but right now I still don't have enough subscribers to make it worthwhile. And if I had 50,000 subscribers, I could probably do this really, really easily from that. But right now, it is what it is, and I will continue to, of course, try to develop my channel and keep everything going here. But I will have to get myself another job. And unless we have a miracle somewhere, a volcano opens up in Calgary or something like that, and I can cover it myself, then I could probably make it go. But anyway, guys and gals, I am going to go take that break. So please, let's see, USGS sponsor. Yeah, I should. Yeah, it would be nice to have a sponsor or two, but it's one of those things. de-guess. That's why I retired. You know, unfortunately, I'm not quite in that financially motivated position of being able to do that yet. So that's one of those things. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here for a few minutes. I do need to do that. I need to get some Pepsi. My bucket is empty here. So please don't go away. We got another half hour to come. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava, and no slingshotting the lava chunks at each other. It'll hurt. And I can't afford the medical bills. I'll be back, you guys. Don't go away. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and glad that we still have a lot of you hanging around, and good to see. A Dream of a Hive throws in a 25-pound super chat of, what was it? Something about a money for a rainy day? A rainy day money, Doc. Why, thank you. And awesome. Thanks for throwing that super chat in. I really do appreciate it. And thank you very much. Okay, so getting on to what we got going on. As we see, the lava is continuing to flow down the hill and do its thing. If we go to the other streams, of course, the picture quality is very, very poor, unfortunately, and that is because we are looking through a whole pile of dirty ash that is there, and that is what we've got. So unfortunately, they don't have very good views of the volcano itself, and of course this is one of the angles that isn't working as good as it could because of the ash in the air. And I don't know, they probably have some technical issues with it as well, but we definitely can see two vents pushing the material out right now, and that's actually something I was going to try to look at on the other map here, and I don't know if it not this one, sorry, I wanted to get to the other one on here, and they're all kind of stacked together. That's this one here. If we swing it around and have a look and see where those vents are, and just take a look and see if they're still showing 5 in total. So yeah, the ones that we were just seeing, the two together are these two, or perhaps these two, and this one is the one that's down below it. So that's probably these two guys going off, and then this one is to the north off by itself. It hasn't done all that much. And this is our outflow. There's a lot of lava that continues to flow out of that one, and I'm sure that's the main feeder. So they're still, as of today, and that is today's info, or yeah, on the 10th, so it was updated today. They're still showing 5 vents, so that kind of gives you that. And hopefully for those people asking, that's what it is. So let's see, there we go, back to the hillside, and of course this is where the material is flowing down, and it continues to do so, which is wonderful. How big do you think the bits of lava shooting up are? The ones when you're looking at the fire fountain, you know, I'm gonna really be stretching it if I say you know, anywhere between 2 and 10 centimeters in size. I know the other day we were when I was watching it, and we were all watching it actually, some of the lava chunks that were coming out when it was throwing it out, they must have been at least 30 or 40 centimeters in diameter. So anywhere from 12 to 15 inches in diameter, these blobs of lava being thrown out. But today it's not anywhere near as bad, so the chunks are a lot smaller. We're not seeing as much. Scale again, blah yeah. So anyway, but yeah, it would be, you know, it would be nice to be able to put some kind of a scale on anywhere. You know, like I looking at this volcano, the cone, if it's 220 meters high or 210 meters, something like that, it's pretty hard to turn around and draw a 2-meter guy, okay? And that's actually too thick. I should have made it a little thinner. Let me see if I can use a thin line to do that. Clear that again, and we're trying to put scale on here. There's a little guy walking up the hill. and I don't know if you can see that, but that's where I drew them, and I know that's a very, very poor thing to do to try to get scale, but that would probably be 2 meters, right? So very interesting and very cool to try to look at. And then again, if we go back over to the lava fall, and I wish it was a little bit brighter like it was yesterday, where we could actually see that building. That building was actually on the side of the hill, and it was about 2 stories tall. And last night when we were watching it and basically saying, hey, it looks like the TARDIS, we could only see the upper half of it. And, looking at it, I would say that some of these chunks are maybe 30 or 40, 50 centimeters in size as they go rolling down the hill, and if not a little bit bigger. Someone measured yesterday that it was kind of called block lava. That being said, those bits are a little bigger than the ones rolling down the hill are definitely bigger than 10 centimeters in size. At least I would put them at much larger. Right, with sometimes we see chunks going down there that are the size of cars. So, a small car or something rolling down the hill. So it's hard to say, and I'm not the best guy to be trying to place judgment on how tall these things are or wide. Especially on a nighttime scene when you're looking at a really red hot thing that is distorted by camera. The camera view is slightly distorted, and it's really, really hard to tell. My wife brings home McDonald's for dinner. I told her to burn it. What? What's wrong with eating McDonald's? Don't you know that lab rats have sacrificed their lives for those? I'm not fond of McDonald's, you guys, just so you know. Ever since UCLA did a study many, many years ago, and they found that the lab rats passed away from malnutrition after eating 3 months of McDonald's. But anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, Irish Monk, in 2014, Iceland produced 1.44 cubic 1.44 cubic kilometers of lava, 5 times more, and YouTube paid no attention. It's all about the cameras. You said modern world, our sad modern world. And you know what? It is. It's one of those things. It's Irish Monk. I do agree with you, and that is. It's unfortunate, that others just don't have that technology. But I think nowadays, with what we're seeing, we have a lot faster internet access. In most places, even if their old systems are now 4G, 3G, and 4G, which is still reasonable compared to some, right? I remember when they found that McDonald's salad had more calories than the burgers and fries. Yeah, dream of a hive. That's I wouldn't doubt that. What I really want to know is, what are all those ingredients in the French fries? Last time I looked, French fries were made out of potatoes. Why is all this other stuff on there? Let's not call it bad names there. We know all about that, Don H. But let's not get too carried away. TARDIS still there? Brilliant. I don't know. I'm trying to see it. I can't see it, and I wish I could. But that might be it there. I don't know if I'm going to point my arrow to it. Hang on, is my arrow thick? There. Okay, so I'm thinking it might be right there, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't see the tower behind it. It's gone. So if that is the TARDIS, oh, hang on. It might be right there. I thought I seen something. It's the way the light is hitting it. The tower may still be there. So very hard to see. Do you think there is a maximum lava or maximum angle that the lava will settle on? I have no idea. It depends on how much is being pushed behind it. Lava can be like a train pushing, you know, if you had a really, really long train going over a hill, one part is going to be pushing, the other part's going to be pulling in a way, and allow it to draw a little bit easier over the edge and pull down to the ocean. So if that's the kind of thing that we're getting, it's not necessarily going to stop it. It's because we're giving way down below. Frank McLeod, thank you. McDonald's French fries ingredients: potatoes, vegetable oil, natural beef flavor, dextrose, sodium acid, and what is it? Pyrophosphates. Pyrophosphates? That sounds like it's going to start on fire. And salt. Yeah, what is all that stuff? Why is there like fire things in my French fries? I mean, potatoes would have sufficed, and vegetable oil. But no batteries included. Nightbot, rebuild that tower. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some good French fries, or as we call them in Germany, pommes frites, which is also what you call them in France, pommes frites, and other places too. Hypophosphates. No, let's stay away from hypophosphates. The Cananaskis country. That was a good movie. Batteries not included. Hey, I like that one too. It was actually kind of surprising. So pretty cool. The fries are also coated with Teflon. Shelby. There you go. That might be the thing. Dr. Fox is what? It's so you can leave it on your kitchen counter for a few years and it won't rot. Probably. And yeah, what was it? There was some kind of other study done about the fries. No, actually, it was the burger. They took the cheeseburgers. What the heck did they do? They put them in some kind of cupboard or container, sucked the air out, and they left it. And of course, with no air, it's not going to decay. Okay, and they just left it like that, and it looked like a cheeseburger. I won't argue about the potatoes. Us Irish had a famine to prove that we were serious about the subject. There you go. And yeah, the Irish famine, potato famine, that would have been hard. Boiled potatoes in seawater is what? Oh, hang on, it's disappearing on me. I want to read that. Is a typical food in the Canary Islands. Okay, thank you very much, Canal Marino, and I didn't know that. So boiled potatoes in seawater, eh? that would be interesting. That's actually pretty neat. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't know they do that in the Canaries. Sounds like a wonderful idea. Daily Clayton, my kids worked at McDonald's and they said for me not to eat there anymore. They said you wouldn't want to know how the food is prepared. And you know what, Daily? Yeah, we don't want to know. There's a movie called Super Size Me. I've heard of that movie, Paulzilla. It's like a documentary about McDonald's. Ah, okay. In German, Pommes. Yeah, potatoes in German is Kartoffel. But pommes frites is what we used to call them when I was a kid. And it was absolutely wonderful back when we had that nice German sweet potato, that yellow potato that they use for the fries. They were awesome, and you just can't get them over here. But GLS couldn't tell difference between French and Belgium. Oh, okay. Belgians. I guess Dr. Fox is not getting the McDonald's sponsorship. Hans, no, I don't think that's happening. Maybe Wendy's, the Wendy's restaurant, and I know they don't have too many of them in Europe, but here in North America, the Wendy's restaurant is actually a very good chain as far as the quality of their food. And most of the restaurants are very clean, and their hamburger meat is always fresh, which is something I really look forward to. All right. For some reason, I've got a headache, but I don't know. Maybe I gotta take an aspirin or something. My daughter worked at Wendy's. She said never going to eat there after seeing how it's prepared and cooked. Uh-oh. Am I gonna have second thoughts on Wendy's too now, Sue? No. Okay, yeah. No fast food is safe, and that's true. It is what it is. Sassy says, or Tina says, Canadian potatoes, small potatoes with their skin on, boiled and with rock salt. Oh, we call them baby potatoes. That's what we like. Canarian potatoes. Baby potatoes served or cooked and served with rock salt. You use a mojo sauce. Yeah, we just dump butter over them, man. They're good. All right, enough of that food talk. I'm gonna get hungry, and I'll have to feed my headache. I don't know how that's gonna work. Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Yeah, we have those guys here. That's a different franchise. They started out with only one store, and boom, they had tons and tons of franchises. And that's what we refer to as the $15 burger, as opposed to McDonald's, which is only a $10 burger. Daily In and Out. Let's see you how their In and Out lets you see how their food is prepared. You can even tour the kitchen. Interesting, Daily. That actually probably would be a good idea. Nancy says BB just hopped off straight right under the shrubs. I don't know if that was BB or if that was LB. I think it was LB. But yes, the bunny did hop off. I did see that. And the bunny did go drink water when it first came here, so that's also a good thing. Let's see. Okay, what else we got in here? T minus 10. Actually, I'm looking at T minus 4 minutes. I have sent 1 kilo of spuds and 50 kilos of Irish butter to Dr. Fox from Iceland. Awesome, Irish monk. That'll be good. That 50 kg or what, 50 grams of butter. Oh no, you need more. You need 50. Okay, hang on. 50 grams. That's just over a pound. Yeah, that might work. 1 kg of spuds, 50 grams of butter. I think that'll work. And I've got my own salt, Irish monk. I can make it happen. Okay. Pretty cool, you guys. Anyway, just a quick jaunt back around to see what our volcano cameras are looking at. The lava flow, unfortunately, still very, very dark and sooty and smoky, so doesn't look like much at all. Getting back over to the cone itself, some of those spatters and splatters that are coming out of that tephra are much, much larger than what they were before when you're looking at the back vent. So those have increased in size a bunch, and those are probably at least 30 centimeters in diameter or something. But when you see the really tiny sparks, you know those are little tiny pieces. Hey, what happened? It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. They have a hard time keeping it focused because of the smoke and so on. The camera doesn't know where to look, right? Anyway, having seen that, we pop back over here to this scene. We still see a tremendous amount of steam coming up. So that lava flow is definitely hitting that water, the ocean water. And of course that is creating all kinds of stuff that we don't really want. And if I recall correctly, that's hydrochloric acid or hydrochloric acid gas or something like that it's actually creating when we do that. And just not good to breathe, you know, when it hits that salt water. There's other things in there too, and I'm sure there's different compounds, and you just don't want to be breathing that material in. So please don't eat the Mickey and yes. What? Don't. Actually hungry. Oh my God! Don't. Paul, we were talking about potatoes too long. That's the whole thing. French fries. I even made myself hungry now. I got to go eat something. So. Anyway, I'm looking at it. We are a minute away from ending the stream anyhow. So thank you everyone for being here today. I really do appreciate it. Sorry that I can't give you better views. I know we only can do so much with what we've got. And it's been a pleasure having you good folks here though. And let's see if we can get that other thing on the screen here. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And I really do appreciate all of you being in here, the super chatters, awesome super chats, and I will consider that a rainy day fund, especially there. That sounds like a good plan. Thank you to my moderators. You guys are awesome. Did a wonderful job again. And I haven't seen Piggy for a little bit here. I wonder if she fell asleep. But if she did, I don't want to wake her up. We'll let her get some Z's. And she's been lacking sleep. So hopefully she's getting some sleep and not worrying about things. Of course, her operation is coming up. What is it on Wednesday? On Wednesday next week. So at least I think that's when it is. So hopefully she will fare well. And I really do want to also say thank you to each and every one of you that has been in here and has joined us. And Piggy is sleeping. Okay, Henrietta, thank you, and good evening, Henrietta. And yeah, just thank you to every one of you. Glad that you're on board, and glad that you're all part of the Big Lava family, and really do enjoy having you all here. So need some super stomach rumbling with all the foodie talk. Yeah, if nothing really good that came out of this, you're all going to be hungry and need to go to the kitchen and get something right away. So all the best to all of you, and thank you for being here. And take care, everyone. And please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you at tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's Remembrance Day. So let's try to remember. And see you all. Good night and thank you.